very descriptive name.
Really is.
Was he like an ice cream man or something?
I believe so. And now the Hulk.
Yeah.
You know, these missions are a whole lot easier with you here, Arctic.
That's why I just wait till you guys shoot and then I hit him.
I was wondering why they're dying, just like flap.
Well, I'm near
Yeah, you have the
endgame.
same icon as Sarita now.
안전벨트를 착용하고 1번 코드 상황을 준비하십시오.
I just recently started doing nightmare dungeons.
Yeah, I'm Sarita.
Mhm.
I'm confused.
Oh no, I said I have the same icon as you now. With the back.
Oh, okay. Oh. Yeah, I still haven't done the mission, so I'm not sure if I'm still getting XP for that or not.
So, what did putting up those wards exactly do?
Keep the zombies in.
In the grand scheme of things, nothing really.
I was just saying,
story-wise-
is there going to be stopping zombies around the church or something?
Not permanently.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm like, the zombies are still running about, dust to dust.
Sure.
Kingsmouth is not a town without its blight, its fallow seasons. In times past, these lands have borne bad fruit. The demons are plucking forgotten apples that should have been left to rot on the boughs of Kingsmouth's tree, planted in unsanctified soil. By apples, I mean bodies. The tree represents, graves, and the unsanctified soil means, well, unsanctified soil, unmarked graves, mass graves. They operated with rationale, our illuminated ancestors. I'm sure of it. I mean, who am I to question these men of action? Those men of God. Even if they did stumble in their faith, well, that can happen to all of us. We forget to say grace. We lie. We cheat. We fornicate. We do worse. We have more immediate concerns than being ministers of past sins. What they're digging up is something that should remain buried, hidden from inquisitive eyes and wagging tongues. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Do you guys need me to share this, obviously?
No, I have this one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we lost her.
Yep. Radio, so that's over there. Do any of you guys play Squad at all?
I don't even know what that is.
Did you guys, any of you guys play Battlefield 2 originally?
Nope.
Battlefield 2, Project Reality, basically trying to make Battlefield more realistic. And they started their own, it's like the spiritual successor. And one of my friends hates it because it simulates light infantry combat pretty, well, not light infantry, sorry, like small scale infantry combat quite well.
Okay. Is it like
Like-
Bad Company?
Sort of, and the fact that it's like they play with combined arms, so it is the ideal battlefield, but realistic. As in, most of the time you won't see who's trying to kill you. A lot of times you're actually shooting at muzzle flashes until you're really, really close up. Yeah, it's also one of those games where you know you make mistakes, you pay for it dearly. It's definitely a hard game. It's not easy, and they recently, because they're still obviously in alpha testing, and they recently released vehicles. The roads are suddenly really, really full now, and people are still learning how to use vehicles properly, like not leaving cars out in the middle of the streets. So, I'm assuming the Pax Romana is the currency in this game.
Yes.
Is there anything I particularly buy in this game?
Close.
Clothes. Okay, fair enough.
I mean, I'm sure there's other things you can buy, but most of the things you really want to buy cost bullion.
Ah,
You got into it after they condensed the currency, because there used to be all sorts of different marks.
mhm.
So you'd use different marks for different places, and it seems like they've reduced it to black bullion. Oh look, lore.
Oh, lore. I think said, oh look, whore. I'm like, what?
They're in the game too.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. One more. I just see like Arctic point at something and then they die.
Yeah. It's because he's in QLs 10 and higher that are blue, I'm imagining. At least.
No, purples.
Oh, well then. That's a good way to wreck things.
Is that why PB originally said space guns earlier?
Yes.
Locate a fourth mass grave.
Hmm. I wonder if we'll get to do Jack the Jack quest tonight. It's my favorite one.
Nice G36K.
Thanks.
Do all the assault rifles come with the grenade launchers?
Yes.
I'm guessing that's an AoE ability then.
Yes. Oh, I followed the blood trail.
Yep.
Well, now,
No, I have a
I'm
different
not
quest
much
too.
at
Here, let me see if I can
entertaining,
share it with
but
you.
I reckon you ain't much in the mood for hospitality either, am I right?
I'll be able to accept it after the cutscene.
Not a big talker, eh? I'm used to that from a surly husband, and kids more comfortable with kicking a ball around than having a conversation with their ma. Name's Nama. Nama Creed. Raised a family up here before this dungeon thick fog came took 'em is my story. Helen sent you over to check on me, I reckon. Now, your concern is wicked kind, but I don't need any pitying. I got my shotgun, I got what's left of my wits. I'll manage. Now, this hullabaloo began after the Lady Margaret came back. My husband Larry, the others, we all thought that they'd gone missing out there, but the sea took them. They came back. Whole town could finally breathe again. But then came that fog, like it was following them back to shore. 'Twas right, said they, such birds to slay, that bring the fog and mist. Don't ask me where I got that from. Probably heard it on Oprah. Never got to ask Larry about what happened in those weeks they were gone. Been around gift horses long enough not to look him in the mouth. He was back. Thought life would go on the way life goes on, one day at a time. When the fog lifts enough to see the Lady Margaret laid up in the harbor, covered in that red seaweed, I always wonder if he'd still be here if I had.
Okie dokie, that cutscene finally finished.
Alright. Gonna share the quest again.
Yep. Whoop, I hit
You
cancel
wanna-
by accident, sorry, my bad.
No worries.
I'm so used to the word yes being on the left hand side.
Right.
And that's why I say you gotta read everything really carefully.
Oh, I did read it, but then still habitually I clicked it.
There's a lot of missions with puzzles in them, and it's hard to handle the hints.
Following the blood trail, so I'm not sure where it goes. Oh, you saw it. Alright.
Hildeverse, window, oh, more Wendigos. Well, I didn't die.
So we gotta follow it.
Well, now it died.
And I think that wraps up the quest. There's something else right here. It doesn't look like it, so
Mhm.